orange. For all you Paseo Central Manulite people, I want you to remember that in the 60s and the 70s, we had some good music. If you want to hear some of the Temptations, some of Smokey Robinson, some of the Tim Freed, things that you don't get every day, DJ Scatter remembers he's going to have it for you.
Bank of Blue Valley is a proud sponsor of KUAW Radio. At Bank of Blue Valley, we believe that an understanding of financial values sets individuals up for a strong future. Whether you want to talk about checking and savings accounts, review lending alternatives, or discuss starting your own business, we have the right people to listen and advise. Visit us at bankbv.com to get started today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to 98.5. This is KUAW, Kansas City, Missouri. Glad you're listening. Keep tuning to the new voice in Kansas City.
Hi, my name is Felania Johnson, and I'm a freshman at Purcell Academy of Fine and Performing Arts.
My name is Mayan Charity, and I'm a 7th grader at Lincoln College Preparatory.
STEM is a program about science, technology, engineering, and math. More girls our age should get more involved in the program because there's a shortage of black girls in STEM.
African American women make up just 2% of engineers. Roughly 1/3 of students of color express an interest in STEM. Most black women think that STEM is too challenging. We are sisters in STEM, and we are encouraging young black teens to join STEM.
If you're interested in more information, please contact Ina Montgomery at 816-866-6340.
Tycon Company, LLC, specializes in a wide range of construction services, which includes the removal and replacement of concrete curbs, sidewalk, driveway, and paving. They pride themselves in the quality of their service, but more importantly, with the quickness in which they provide those services. Their primary goal and objective is to achieve 100% customer satisfaction, and they won't settle for anything less. Their crews travel within a 100-mile radius of the Kansas City, Missouri metropolitan area, which includes cities on both sides of the Kansas and Missouri state line. Tycon Company, LLC, 4435 Prospect Avenue, Kansas City, Missouri, 64130, 816-921-0473. Tycon Company, LLC, quality with quickness. Proud sponsor of Wake Up KC.
This is Quentin Lucas, speaking on behalf of KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom. Make sure that you gain that knowledge listening to this station and following us on Facebook Live. KUAW, making sure our community has a voice.
You are listening to The Lene Gray Show on KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom.
This is your host, Kay Brooklyn.
Oh, it just pulled up. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? This is Lene with the Lene Gray Show here on Tuesday, October 20th, 2020. We have a special guest. I think we might be having a little bit of technical difficulty getting him in. It finally pulled up on Facebook, Mr. Walker. So we were trying to figure out, Facebook is doing something different with their coding. And so it's making it harder. It's showing that shows are up and they're not. And then it's showing that they're not up and they are. So just bear with us as we get this thing going. And while we're bringing in Sean, and I'm excited about that, Fox 4 film reviewer, he doesn't like movie critic, Fox 4 film reviewer, Sean Edwards. He will be our special guest on the Lene Gray Show today. We got to get him we got to get Zoom to cooperate. But while we're waiting on Sean to get pulled up, I am going to discuss the NSARS, and they turned the name SARS from last week's show that's going on in Lagos, Nigeria. They changed the name of the military from SARS to SWAT, of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. They changed the name of it from SARS to SWAT, and they are still the same people, still run the same way, still doing the same thing. President Buhari called in, or Bari, I can't pronounce his name correctly. He called in the Nigerian military today. And unfortunately, when he called in the Nigerian military on the protesters, the Nigerian military came in slaughtering people. So I, in the middle of the day, am getting videos from everybody and footage that, because people are horrified and they're sending me videos of people with their brains blown out on the ground, intestines hanging out. People there, they show them opening fire on unarmed people with flags. They opened fire on a group of protesters that were unarmed. A group of unarmed protesters. They opened fire. So the Nigerian protesters have named October 20th of 2020. The NSARS, NSWAT's protesters have named this day Bloody Tuesday or Black Tuesday. There's blood everywhere. I got a message that someone said, let it be known, 10/20/2020, the Nigerian government sent army tanks to attack unarmed peaceful protesters at a sit-in Lekki Toll Gate, Lagos, 7 p.m. They sent in the army, and the army opened fire on those people like they had weapons. It shakes you to your core to see, and unfortunately the Nigerian media are not reporting on it. I have so many Nigerians saying that the media is still playing as if it's business as usual. They're still playing the video as if it's business as usual. Like there's nothing, there's no protest, there's nothing. So at this point, the young people have said that they feel like there's nothing to lose. They might as well keep going. They're going to lose their lives anyway. And I circulate healing energy to the moms and the families that because these videos are just, you know how in the US the videos come through when the people are dying or they're being killed by police or this, that, and the other. These videos are just coming to me. And so I'm pretty sure the moms and the families are not aware that the video and the picture that they're opening, and then you look at the face of the person laying on the ground, and that's your child. You know, that's gotta shake any parent up if they use social media. You know, if they don't, their family members or the siblings or someone who might not have been there. I know about 2 or 3 people who were at the protest. They just happened to be right on the other side, on the opposite side of where the bullets were flying. One was heading to where the bullets were flying right when the bullets started flying. So they are, it is a sad state, but it makes me aware of when a president wants to get his way to the point that he turns his own military on his citizens, and the military fire on unarmed citizens. He said he's coming. Oh, he's still on a official call that's running long. So yeah, so he's handling business. So you can't just be like, hey, y'all, wrap it up, let's go. I got other stuff to do. But the terror, the sheer terror in the young people who I'm speaking with, and I had 3 of those young people on my show last week, and the sheer terror that they are having to endure is unthinkable. But it lets me know what a man who is desperate to keep power will do. They are coming up on elections. So if you just start shooting and killing people and creating chaos right now, and he said, shoot him the link again, please. If you start shooting and killing people and creating chaos, what has to happen? The elections have to stop. The elections cannot continue. I just want to send healing energy to the NSARS protesters and the family members who have lost loved ones. I want to tell the protesters that, as Tupac Shakur said, you don't fight to live. You don't live to fight, you fight to live. So keep doing what you're doing. You are brave. You are all heroes. And I appreciate you. I really do. I truly, truly appreciate what you're doing. That being said, we are linking up Fox 4 Sean Edwards. Y'all get ready for a good time. He is a ball of energy. And oh my goodness, y'all, I'm still shook at I just started opening my messages, and it's not funny, but it's like when the camera is right there on the person and they're showing that they blew this man's brains out and it's all over the concrete and he's got a big old hole in his head. Unarmed, y'all. I mean, really, what's the point in shooting unarmed citizens? My son told me that they know how to engage people. It's called rules of engagement when you're military. My son was military for 6 years. He was trained infantry. There's rules of engagement. You're not supposed to do that. You know them people ain't a threat. So I'm gonna get off of it so we can get going on our show. But y'all, let's start spreading the word. Let's hashtag NSTARS. Let's let them know that the world is watching. Let them know, and let's put pressure on them, because our government ain't gonna step in and do nothing, and their government is keeping power, and this could be us. So let's support our people over there. We are all God's people. Alrighty. So as we get ready, I'm excited. I don't know if y'all saw the videos that we did at Chef Jamar Gridine's red carpet event at the Classic Cup, but you couldn't hear us very well, but you could definitely hear Sean. He was a riot. And as we bring him in, okay, we are bringing him in right now. Let me know. Can you hear me? Oh, he's coming. Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? Let me close some things out real quick. I got some feedback going on. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Man, I was on this Zoom. I was trying to get off that call. It was killing me.
That's what I said. You can't be like, hey, y'all need to wrap it up. I got something to do.
Man, I was on one of them crazy Zooms where they wouldn't stick to what they were supposed to be talking to. You know how you get on the meetings and
yes, and everybody starts talking about everything else. Yeah. You be like, Kim, we gotta go.
Give me a rundown on the format so I can kind of know how long, and I can
we basically have 45 minutes, but we take a 2.5 minute break in the center. Right at 8:30. So you're not gonna be on here for no 2 hours.
No. It's all
okay. But I want to
comfortable.
Yeah, get comfortable and sit down. I want to say thank you and welcome to the Lene Gray Show on KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom. I got to do these call letters because I didn't do them before. So, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom, Kansas City's global community radio station. You are most likely listening to the Lene Gray Show on KUAW-LPFM 985 here on Facebook. But you can also type in the letters KUAW on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TuneIn, and Periscope. And you can also, if you can't remember all of that, it's rolling across the top of my head. We love callers. 816-599-6893. Call in with your questions. They can't be too long. I have you cut off. Email KUAW985@gmail.com. You know, some people are calling. I have one show that I'm like, yeah, keep it in, because somebody called in. I think she might have been drunk. I'm not sure.
That's the best calls.
Those are the best calls. They really are.
Let's tell people. Let's get them drinking. If you're not drinking, drink.
So y'all go on ahead and start getting tipsy now.
We want drunk callers.
Our email is KUAW.
Brown liquor. You want them brown liquor colors. Makes life real fun,
Hennessy.
real quick. Hennessy, whatever.
Oh my goodness. Our email is KUAW985@gmail.com. Our website is KUAW.org. And I want to thank you all again for joining the Lene Gray Show with our special guest, Sean Edwards, film reviewer. We call him a movie critic, but he's a film reviewer. And he's a highly awarded film reviewer. I'm going to tell you, Sean, when you first came on air and we would discuss you and we would talk about, the movies that you reviewed, we'd be like, well, the black man on Channel 4 said. So that's how we knew you for the longest. Yeah. But
nobody know my. Hey, I'm cool with it. Nobody knew the name.
Either
people would either say the black dude on 4. Now, if some people didn't know the right station. It'd be the black dude on 9, the black dude on 41, the black dude on 6.
Because I was on. You're right. I was on 9 for the longest. Like, I don't see him. Yeah, I don't see him. And then they was like, no. And then I just happened to catch you. And I was like, oh, it really is.
Yeah, that's life. That's the life we lead when we on local news.
Yes.
Because half the people watching in the morning, man, they trying to wake up. They're trying to get ready for a job they hate.
Absolutely.
They're trying to get their kids. You know how hard it is getting kids ready for school. It might be raining that day. It might be cold that day. They car didn't start last night.
Right. Everything going wrong. Yep.
Flat tire. They forgot to buy milk last night. They done poured a bowl of cereal.
No, my favorite one, your kid went and got undressed.
Yeah. So they not paying attention to me on TV.
But we appreciate, and I want to say this: we appreciate you because you would tell you told the truth, and you didn't give us movies. Now I can't remember the one movie, but me and my former spouse went to go see it. We was like, this was trash. But you gave it I guess you was being nice because you were just now starting out. So you gave it not a glowing review, but
what movie was this?
I don't know. It was back in the 2000s.
Man,
I don't early.
It's been a while. I've been on there for a minute.
Yeah.
People been complaining since day one. Like, people, they're not afraid to let you know. There's only one group of fans I'm scared of, though, man. I don't mess with them Clint Eastwood fans.
Right. Or
man, I don't mess with the Clint Eastwood fans because every time I bash the Clint Eastwood movie, man, I felt like I had to get the Secret Service protection going.
Oh, wow. So not even the Chuck Norris fans are that bad? Well, Chuck really hadn't done much.
No, Chuck Norris didn't really did much during my career that I've been on Fox, but the Clint Eastwood fans, man, they don't play.
Wow.
They'll let you know. It's funny. I remember
they were the original cancel culture, huh?
Oh man, Clint Eastwood fans ain't having it. I remember one time, man, they was mad. I forgot what movie it was. It was some movie he directed. Man, this man caught up to the station and was like, I can't believe you talk bad about Clint Eastwood's movie. That's why he makes more money than you. Yeah, he probably does make more money than me.
Oh, wow. So wait a minute, hold on.
It got personal.
He called to the station.
Old people still call the station. Like people still call the station, man. People call the station about anything. Now, people be calling the station, they be like, I planned a picnic on Saturday, and the weather person said it wasn't supposed to rain, and it rained. Okay.
Wow, Mr. Walker.
Old people.
Someone's telling me that it's not working on YouTube. Is it working on? He must mean Facebook. So I have a viewer who lets me know what's going on the outside.
Man, that's good to have. Though.
Yeah, that is good to have.
Older people still call. The real old people still right. There's still a few viewers that right. They be right.
Hold on. They said they gonna get you good and fired. They want you out of there when you get to writing letters.
No. And sometimes they draw pictures. I did have one viewer draw a picture of a watermelon and mail it to the station.
Are you serious?
It's cool.
My goodness, people, man, it's not that serious, y'all.
People take their movies. Hey, as long as you just don't mess with Clint Eastwood fans, and you know who comes in second?
Who?
Them dang on Julia Roberts fans.
Really? But she ain't made it. Well, I'm not gonna say nothing negative against her before they cancel me, but she hasn't made I can't even say what I want to say because you said
Nah,
the Julia Roberts.
I didn't mean to steal it. I know you got questions. I didn't mean
But
to
I'm saying she hasn't made. No. That's good because I'm cracking. I want to laugh because I want to say she hasn't made anything worth watching since in years.
A couple years ago called Ben is Back. She all right, though, but she put in her time.
Yeah, she put in her time, so she got the right to pick whatever she wants to pick.
You can't really say anything bad about Julia Roberts. She made prostitution sexy. She did, man.
Sadly, that is true.
She made prostitution. She had women out here like, ooh, it's not that bad.
What did she say on Harlem Nights? We honest what?
Yeah. Julia Roberts made prostitution sexy, man. People was out here trying to dress like her. They still go visit the hotel in Beverly Hills.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That is a tourist stop. That is
a tourist stop. She was a streetwalker,
and she turned it. She made everybody want to walk around dressed like her. Try to find them a richer gear. Yeah,
she made a large percentage of women globally want to be a prostitute. She made prostitution sexy. That's the power of movies.
That is, and that's what I was gonna ask you. They do a lot of remakes, and they do. I've seen so many remakes. I'm not.
But let me stop you though. But don't. Okay, here's my defense of remakes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like William Shakespeare?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Well, people redo his plays all the time.
Yes, they do, and they do a good job with them. You're right.
Yeah. So I can't bash remakes. That if they do them well, I'm fine.
And that's the thing. If it's done well, that's the only thing I have.
Though, making a movie is one of the hardest things you can do in the world.
And speaking of making movies, you made 4 documentaries. Tell us about your documentaries.
All right. Oh wow, you trying to take me with you? Are we? Is this the Back to the Future show? You want me to jump in the DeLorean? You trying to age me?
No, I'm not trying to age you. You don't have to give time and date or any of that. Just update people that you've made documentaries.
To make it make sense. No, I did a series of documentaries on the history of Black film starting in 2007. So I did one in 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. We screened them at the Gym Theater. It was dope. I mean, we made it. It was free. It was like a community event. We got sponsors and we produced them. Fox 4 helped clear some of the rights, for the clips and the music.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Brian Magruder was the news director back then. He was all about like engaging with the community. He was dope. He even came. I was like, what?
Wow. Yeah, because I heard about it. I was working, so I couldn't make it, but I heard it was nice. I heard you had like drill team and you threw down. You did it the way we supposed to do it. You represented for your people.
Oh man, I need a drink now. Yeah, we did pimp out the gym and kind of like we made it for home.
That's awesome.
Like because when you do an event for the people, you just can't go in there and be like, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Welcome to this of this documentary on the history of Black film. Now, can you please turn off the lights and start the movie?
You got to get us ready. Yep.
Yeah, because one year we had Nick Cannon come out and tell jokes.
I heard that, so that was true. Wow.
What do you mean that was true?
I mean, because I didn't read the paper.
So you thought that was street legend?
Well, you hear from your cousins and them who went, your family members. They be said you had Denzel, Nick, all of them up in there. You know how family do. Be like, yeah, and I took a couple of pictures with Denzel, and then all right. That was wow.
Nick Cannon came in. He was because it was the It was a year we did a documentary on Black comedy movies. So we wanted to bring somebody funny in. And
absolutely.
Nick Cannon came in and he told some jokes. And one year we had a marching band. One year we had a drill team. And we were trying to make it. We were trying to make it an event. Plus, here's the truth of the matter. They were always doing Black History Month.
Right.
And it's always cold. So if you're trying to get Black people out the house in February,
you gotta bring something.
And 3 out of the 4 years, it was snow on the ground.
Oh.
So you had,
yeah.
So,
in Kansas City, and you got Black folks to come out. Yeah, you did a wonderful job.
They started at night when the sun go down at 4 o'clock in February.
Right. So it's all cold.
By the time it's 7, it's super cold.
and people waiting in line outside. Oh
Yeah,
man,
you know,
yeah.
God bless the gym theater. You know, people work the coat rack in the gym theater, and they ain't the most hospitable people. And then whoever built the gym theater, they built it like they was never gonna have more than 20 people wear a coat in there. So, like the coat room be full after the first 20 people.
Oh man, Sean Edwards, y'all. He don't.
And you know somebody black designed it because they built a movie theater where you can't take no food or drinks on the inside.
Oh
You
man,
know, you trying to tell all these black people to drink their drinks in the lobby.
right? Oh, that's
it's
even.
man,
Yeah, that is a bad. That's a horrible.
God
but
bless
it
the
was.
gym theater, man.
It was
Yeah, but it
beautiful.
worked.
People
People
bragged
showed-
about
yeah,
it.
people-
Yeah, it was amazing.
No, but the docs were cool. I just wanted to. That was back. You gotta remember all this. You know, black wasn't really that hot in 2006. 7,
Right,
8,
right.
You know, so we were trying to do some cool things. You know, this is way before there was no Black Lives Matter.
Right.
You know,
And you were leading. I give you your props. You led the way because you
yeah, there wasn't a lot of
allowed,
that going on
like
back
we
then.
said when we at the red carpet event, it was nothing but older white men that were aging and
film
gray.
critics. Oh yeah, when I grew up, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we didn't see
'cause
a
people
black
always ask
person.
me people always ask me who I looked up to. I'll be honest. You know who I really looked up to?
Who?
Like them two dudes that was reviewing movies on In Living Color.
Yes.
was
What
funny.
were their names? Blaine
I
and
forgot.
Antoine. that was one of my favorite skits. So that's
And
where
then they
you.
had a yeah, and then Robert. Well, I knew I wanted to do it before then, but that's just kind of like okay, like some other people know what's up. And then remember Robert Townsend had a
Yes.
film reviewing skit in Hollywood
Hollywood
called
Shuffle,
Sneaking
sure
into the
did.
movies.
Yes.
Yeah, that was funny.
So
too.
you're naming
But no.
you're naming amazing movies. Do you have a favorite of black movies? And are there some good ones that we need to be looking out for that's coming up?
I mean, that's coming up.
Mhm.
I mean, people ask me this question all the time. Like, you like favorites hard. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. You know, if I had to say my all-time favorite, man, I mean, I just love Coming to America because
Yes.
I mean, it's still that movie's like 30 years old. And
Yes.
it's still genuinely like funny. Like, how do you have the insight to make something that's funny when you made it?
Yes.
Funny 10 years after.
Yes.
20 years after. 30 years after.
30
That's
years
amazing.
later. It's still funny.
But from like a personal favorite, man, I'm a huge Purple Rain fan. I mean,
I saw
would
that.
admit the movie ain't that good,
But I'm a
but it
Prince
is that good.
fanatic.
It's not that
So-
good, but it is that good. But this, I'm more now that I've studied it. I'm more in awe that they even got the movie made. Because people forget when Prince made Purple Rain, he wasn't really a huge international
He was
star.
he was an
He
unknown
became an
international
star
Yeah.
after Purple Rain.
Yeah.
He wasn't known, so they gave this dude money to make a movie. People forget that movie it only had one professional actor in the entire cast.
Yeah, sure
And
did.
the only person in the movie that had ever acted before was Clarence Williams III from the Mod Squad, who played
Yep.
Prince's dad in the movie.
Yeah.
Everybody else, they were musicians trying to act. So I'm
Yep.
like literally nobody in that movie was a professional actor. Like,
Absolutely.
like nobody.
And you
He had his
know,
bodyguards. and
yeah, he had a little bit of
glove managers,
everything in that
limo
movie.
drivers. No one was a professional actor, and I mean, he could. And then they shot the movie in Minneapolis, and you know how we were just talking about it was cold in Kansas City in February.
Mhm.
They shot that movie in November, December, January in Minneapolis.
Freezing
That's
cold
for real,
because
for
it
real
gets cold up there in ice.
It's cold in
September
July.
and October. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
when
cold in
when
Minneapolis
September
in
comes,
July.
you're wearing a big old coat. So I mean,
so it's the fact that movie got made. It's just like it's crazy. But no, that's I like that. And if I have to choose a serious movie, I mean, people get mad at me all the time about this, but I don't care. I know Steven Spielberg directed it, but he did a great job. He should have won the Oscar for it. But Color Purple.
The Color Purple was, and it's so funny because that is one of the movies. If you can find someone who cannot quote The Color Purple, they must not have ever watched movies. I've had people say, I've never seen it. And I call out a certain religion that they couldn't watch movies, and they're like, yeah, I am. I'm like, yeah, I figured.
You actually met someone who's never seen The Color Purple?
I've met 4
And they're
people.
black?
I keep count 4 black people who have never seen The Color Purple. But it was their religion that they couldn't go to the movies. You know, that was So they didn't even get to sneak and see it. And they're in their 40s. And I'm like, you cannot say another word to me until you go get the. And they all come back with their favorite part. Each and every one of them come back.
Color Purple was amazing. I can't believe it won 0 Oscars. Like that's crazy.
That to me, that was the ultimate, you know, trying to put Steven Spielberg in his place on using powerful black actors.
That might be his second best movie.
It was. So, to me, it absolutely was. Yeah. So I tell a lot of people crack up laughing, but my now I don't know if it was a black director or not. I've never looked it up. But Cornbread Earl and Me, I love that movie.
Forget, but that's a good movie.
But
it's Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, when his name was Lawrence Larry Fishburne. Yep.
Yeah, it was Larry Fishburne. He's literally been acting for like 100 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Like people don't realize that man. They know him as Morpheus. I'm like, he's got a whole. He came out when he was a young kid. When they called him.
No, he was a kid. He was a child actor.
Absolutely, yeah. He's been doing
Apocalypse Now.
Right. So he's been acting for years.
Yeah, he's been acting for a really long time. He's also Cowboy Curtis in Pee Wee Herman.
Sure was, and that's what you know. What I was showing one of my kids how to do the Pee Wee Herman, and I looked and I said, "That is Lawrence Fishburne."
Yeah, he was Cowboy Curtis.
He was
Pee Wee Herman show.
On Pee Wee Herman.
Not the movie.
On the TV show. That was, for kids. Yes. Absolutely.
He was on the TV show before Pee Wee Herman was famous.
He sure was. Yeah. So that goes to show you how our people have to work in order to get.
Yeah. Well, Morgan Freeman was in the electric company.
He was.
He was Easy Reader.
I got to look that up because that was my show.
Morgan Freeman was on the electric company. He was old back then. He was old back then.
And so that's one of the things I'm like, how old is this man for real? Because he's been old our entire.
The reason he played God, man, Morgan Freeman old.
Because I remember being shown Glory in high school. My freshman, and he was old in Glory.
He was a master sergeant.
And I'm like,
you can't be. It ain't no such thing as a young master sergeant.
It sure ain't.
We should have an old people Olympics. Morgan Freeman versus Cicely Tyson.
Okay, you right, because Cicely Tyson, I didn't know that she was so young when she was playing those movies back when we were
playing old.
She was playing old people
when she was in her 20s. So we just thought she was perpetually 100. Because she played Miss Jane Pittman. That movie came out like 60 years ago.
Right, and I'm like, she wasn't old because when I see her now,
Jane Pittman looks is how she looks now in she's 94.
Absolutely. That was crazy that she was able to play an older lady that amazing.
Yes.
So here's my thing, and I have a question because you have an insight on the film industry. Why is it that so many good black films and good black actors do not get, and I don't know if this is a question that maybe you can ask, don't get the money that they're worth?
That's in any profession.
Well, yeah, I mean, but acting as much like for instance, we all were blown away when we found out how much the Black Panther cast made. We was like, what? They made how much? We could have sat at home and watched it on bootleg if we didn't think they was gonna get paid. I mean, that was like, yeah, for real. That's painful. So, in seeing that, what can we do as viewers to, like, you know, as movie connoisseurs, because you know that's our favorite thing to do as a people is sit down and watch a movie and tell each other about it.
Yeah, there's not much you can. I mean, until we don't see the thing that people don't really talk about in terms of movies is, you know, you got to have somebody. The people who control the power are the people who control the finance.
Right.
They control all the rules.
Right.
Financing dictates what the producers, executive producers do. They determine who's in it, how much they make, how much. I mean, you got to control that money.
And people got to work. They got to work, so they ain't gonna be like, "Nah, I don't want to do this."
Yeah, until we start financing our own movies, it's gonna be hard, man, because they control the financing controls everything. It controls the distribution, the production, the advertising, the marketing.
So those of us who's like, all they need to do is just get their own. We didn't realize how much goes into that.
Well, you could get your own, but I mean, there's not a lot of people willing to say, "Here's $50 million. I don't care if I ever get it back again."
Right. It's like going and trying to build a new car and you got Ford next door, so you're gonna have a hard time.
It's a little trickier than that. So yeah, I mean, I think over time you may have some people do it, but it's tough.
It takes a while. So now,
a lot of money, because it takes a lot of money.
We gonna go off of
cool.
movies for a little bit, huh?
What a call!
Yeah, callers, call in 816-599-6893.
Round liquor callers only.
Where the callers at? You show right about that. We need callers to call in 816-599.
I'm about to get me an apple cider and fireball going in about 2 minutes.
Oh, it's gonna get live then. But
autumn.
Hey, you know
it's
what?
Pumpkin season.
This is Lene Gray Show with Sean Edwards. If you want to laugh, you just interview Sean Edwards if you really want to have.
Why'd you just get blurry though? What happened?
Oh, I did get blurry. I didn't do nothing.
What happened?
Mr. Walker talking about, you did get blurry.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna say I didn't start drinking yet. I was like, damn, she just got blurry.
Okay, so
like, I gotta stop drinking. Just thinking about drinking is making me drunk.
Messing with your vision already. So my question is, you said Purple Rain was your favorite movie. Now I am a Prince.
I mean, no. It depends. It's like
no. Because I'm a Prince fanatic. I feel like I know everything about Prince. I am the biggest. So I'm gonna ask you, what are your favorite Prince songs? Or what do you can't ask a Prince fanatic for the favorite, but which ones? Give me 3 or 4 that stand out that you feel like should have gotten more attention.
The whole Parade album.
Absolutely.
The Parade album is the soundtrack. The Parade album is the soundtrack for Under the Cherry Moon.
Yes, it sure was.
It's actually a fun movie to watch. I mean, it's bad, but it's a fun movie to watch. But the entire. Well, here's the thing. See, it's all right. It's hard with Prince. I mean. The Parade album definitely should have gotten more critical acclaim because it's just what he did with that is completely different from anything else he did. But I mean, I like what he did with Around the World in a Day because he basically said I can make a better Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band,
and he did it. And I mean, there's going to be some people who say that who might dispute that, but to me, he did it.
Well, it's funkier. It's funky.
Yes.
No, Sgt. Pepper's is a dope album. Yeah, because the Beatles did what the Beatles do, but he just made it. It's just a funkier he's like, yo, I can do what y'all do, but I can, because he was always doing that.
Yeah,
he's like, I can do what y'all do, except I don't need 4 dudes to do it. I can play all the instruments myself. And,
right. Make this happen. Prince was that kind of Prince. I give it to Prince and Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. When we see multiple people do something. Those three, man, they step in.
It's hard for me to name a specific. So I can do albums easy. Like Parade definitely deserved more critically acclaimed. Around the World in a Day is dope. A lot of people like to say Purple Rain is his best album. That's his most commercially successful.
That's a commercial album, yeah.
1999 may be his best. 1999, but I know Sign of Times is amazing. But 1999, because 1999 was like. It was parallel right with the explosion of MTV.
Yeah, so
and when everybody else was going on these Duran Duran's one of my favorite groups, but in order to make their videos hot, they had to go on these crazy location shoots.
Yeah, sure did.
And Prince is like, I'm gonna make my videos hot, and I'm gonna shoot all my videos at the same time. It's just gonna be me in concert in front of some aluminum foil, and you're gonna love this. Because Little Red Corvette in 1999 was basically shot at the same time, and it's just concert footage.
It's all concert footage. Now there's some I've had a lot of people tell me that they really didn't listen to his Artificial Age album. And I
Oh, that's
love
good.
that.
It's good.
I
No, it's good.
love that album. It was just like
Artificial Age and the Rainbow Children are probably most slept on because
slept.
it's not during his height. People like to
The commercial
artists when they're in their height. The commercial, the commercial bangers. That's height. Just like I mean, his second album, his second album's amazing, but that's before he was on the radar.
Absolutely, that was way before he was on the radar. So, but it's a good thing because I always give people who say they like Prince trivia. I'm one of them. I don't like to use that word, but people call it Prince Nazis or whatever. That's me. I'm just like, you really like Prince? Oh, really?
Nazi and mafia and all that.
Yeah. Like, I ain't okay. I ain't gonna be hurting nobody behind it.
Yeah. No, exactly. No, you're just right. Dope. I like them.
So let us know what movies you think, because you said that you got cell phone full of movies. What movies and TV shows coming up that you saying, what's something that you like, I'll watch that again. That's easiest way to ask. What's something that you'll be like, I'll watch that again without having to get your brown liquor.
Miss Juneteenth.
Okay.
Miss Juneteenth. Nicole Bahari. Miss Juneteenth came out this past summer. It's Miss Juneteenth. Miss Juneteenth reminds me. It's like a modern day Claudine. Nicole Bahari.
Yes.
For my money, she's one of the best actresses on the planet.
Yes, she is.
If Nicole Bahari's name was Emma Stone, she had 3 Oscars.
She sure would. Hey, we all know how that works.
Her name ain't
we
Emma
all know
Stone,
how that works.
See, Nicole Bahari is a like everything she's in, she's amazing.
Absolutely, she does.
Miss Juneteenth is I highly recommend that. You can catch it on VOD. I mean, just Google. It tells you where you can watch this stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Miss Juneteenth this past summer was good. I like Uncorked on Netflix.
Really? I haven't seen it. It keeps scrolling, but I never click it. So okay.
No.
Click on it.
I like Uncorked. I like Uncorked. Niecy Nash killed it in that movie.
Okay.
I like the movie. Yeah, I like Uncorked. I like Miss Juneteenth. I like Spike Lee's The Five Bloods a little bit. It's trickier than the first two I just mentioned.
Yeah, it is.
Spike Lee's like me, but that's Spike. Spike will always make a movie that you like, and he'll always make a movie where he does things where you're like, bro, what are you doing?
And then you don't catch it till 10, 15, 20 years later. You're like, that's what that means. Yeah.
Stick to the script, bro. Stop sliding off to the left. To the right,
he has his squirrel moments in his script.
Like he line dancing, he'd be like to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. I need you to walk down a straight line, bro.
Right.
Help me stay with you.
You right. The Five Bloods. It was a good movie, but you were like,
yeah.
Okay.
It was good. Ain't no Tony the Tiger. You ain't be like, right.
If anybody wants to call in and ask a question, 816-599-6893.
Oh, somebody call. I'm gonna feel bad if nobody calls the time I'm on and they call all the other times you have other people on.
I don't know what people. You know what though? People. I've had a lot of people say that they don't call because they would. They have to use their cell phone to call, and they're watching on their cell phone. So, because I was like, I never get callers, and they're like,
we on this 2020.
Yeah,
2020. All right. So what was the question you said? Okay, so it was some past movies. You want me to shout out something that that's going to come out that you can look forward to?
For us to look forward to.
Oh yeah, it's a couple good things. That Chadwick Boseman's last movie, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Oh,
you know it's gonna be dope because it's based on an August Wilson play.
Yes.
Netflix just dropped the trailer. The trailer's amazing.
It sure was.
Viola Davis is technically the lead. She borrowed Lil Wayne's teeth for the role. You see her grill? Because she's playing a famous blues singer from back in the day.
I was like, wow.
Did you see it?
Yes. All them silvers popping out. Yeah. I was like, oh my God. They gave her a crooked mouthful of silvers too. They wasn't even straight. They're crooked.
She borrowed Lil Wayne's teeth. Did y'all know? I'll put $1,000 down on the table. You know, Lil Wayne does not go to the dentist every 6 months. You know Lil Wayne ain't walking in the dentist office every 6 months.
Oh my
goodness. He's not.
Mr. Walker, you need to hit the button. he always
I know he's not. I'm putting money down on that one.
Oh my goodness. So what? Oh my goodness.
Matter of fact, I might put 50 on that he ain't never been to the dentist ever.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Because you know he didn't get his grill done at the dentist. He got it at the strip mall.
But you know what? Hey, that's where we get them grills. We don't go to the dentist and get them. Back in the day, our parents got them at the dentist. We get them. We go to the dude where it says grills are us.
Do you know a certified dentist to put grills in?
Absolutely. You ain't never heard of Dr. Canyon, Siri Myers Clinic here in Kansas City? He'll throw you a whole mouthful of golds and diamonds at the bottom.
Considered the thought of that. No.
Right there. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you where it's at, and you're gonna be like, "You right. You right."
Blurry again.
I'm blurry again, Mr. Walker.
Why are you blurry again?
There we go. I just cleared it up. But I'm gonna tell you where it's at, and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, you're right." Right there on 50th and Prospect.
Okay.
50th and Prospect. Siri Myers, the Myers Dental Clinic, and you go in there, Dr. Canyon give you some gold and diamonds. 52nd and Prospect. 52nd. Across the street from the laundromat and where they sell the used appliances.
Okay. This laptop could jump up and knock both my front teeth out, and they getting put back in white.
Oh my goodness!
That's one thing in life I've never once considered.
Really?
I might have for a split second back in the day thought about getting some rims. I will admit to that. I have worn a chain or two. I will admit to that. But
well, I wanted to go because my grandma had a gold in her dentures. Every set of dentures she had a gold in them.
I had a bunch of family members that got gold.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
that's just. But I wasn't in for all the rolling, tearing down your teeth, and that's
let Viola Davis handle that.
Because them teeth. I mean, not only did she the movie, y'all, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yeah.
It looks the trailer. I'm hoping it's not one of those movies that they put all the good stuff in the trailer.
I know.
Because we've been done like that before.
It did, though.
It seems like it's got some substance. Yeah. It seems like it's got,
I'm looking forward to that. And then there's this horror movie coming out on Netflix called His House. Now that's gonna be a little tricky for some people. It's about these two Africans. They're trying to get in. What country they're trying to get into? Are they trying to get into England? They're trying to get into England, and they got to go to a holding camp. They force them to live in this house, and the people knew that the house was haunted, just to test how bad they wanted to become British citizens.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow!
It's called His House.
Okay, so here's my where I draw the line on horror movies. If they give people ideas, is it one of those movies where it don't give people ideas, or is it, like Jason ain't giving nobody ideas?
People gonna give ideas if people work for immigration.
No, I'm saying give people ideas on how to kill folk. I mean, like Jason and Freddy Krueger, that's not ideas, but okay, just making sure, because I don't.
No, it's not one of those.
Okay, good.
It's not going to create a potential serial killer. Okay. I know what you're getting at.
Okay. I'll be like, I can't watch this. I cannot watch this. But
it's like an African Get Out.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
and as far as the girl, people starting to know the girl. She was in Lovecraft Country.
Yes.
The sister, the singer.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So we will definitely check this. This time went by so fast. It is 8:51, and this is the Lene Gray Show. This is the Lene Gray Show, sitting here with Sean Edwards.
Well, you gotta do your final. You gotta do a final question. You gotta do a wrap-up question.
Okay, my wrap-up question for you is: are you gonna be like the? I've always wanted to know this. Do you plan on doing this like the older men that you look like they wheeled them into the theaters and stuff? What? Right, Siskel and Ebert, they look like they was getting wheeled up in that bad boy. What are your plans?
Ebert got cancer and was still trying to.
He was still doing it. I was like, man, that was So
I love, no. I love some movies. Nah, I got an exit strategy.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was one of the things I've always wondered when we go. I was like, no, he can't go out like that.
I'm past the torch. Now I want some young. Now I want some young.
And that's what I was
going
gonna say. That's the final question is, do you know of any younger people that you can shout out that we can start watching?
Some people on Twitter. I know a couple people on Twitter. Oh man, what's my dude's name? He's good. He's young. He's just now starting. I cannot think of his name to save my life. Hold on. Let me cheat. Cause dude's
Go ahead and cheat. Go ahead and cheat.
I think it's Robert Daniels.
Robert Daniels. That's my cousin name.
On Twitter. Yeah, I know. He might. Yeah, it's a real generic name. I didn't name him. I did not give birth to him. I had nothing to do with it. I had mama pregnant for 9 months. That's the best you could come up with. Yeah, Robert Daniels. Yeah, Robert. I never understand that. You up there, you carrying this human in your stomach for 9 months. 9 times 30. That's 300 days. That's the best you could come up with.
Oh my goodness, that is
Robert
hilarious.
Daniels.
Oh, well, you wouldn't want to hear my kids' names, because you'd be like, "Oh, well, you brought up a name all 300." Yes, I did. Some of my kids have 4, 5 names. So
I'm just saying that's the best you could do, man.
So that is who you
Robert
suggest.
Daniels is dope. And then let me shout out a woman.
Go ahead, please do.
Who's young and who's young? Who's young and doing it? Oh yeah, it's this lady called the Curvy Critic. She's pretty dope.
I've seen her. Does she have a YouTube page? I think she does.
Something. Everybody and their mama got one, so I'm sure she does have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've seen her. Okay. So he's saying, "Hey y'all, let's." This
great cat in my neighborhood has a YouTube channel. Everybody got a YouTube channel. It's
a shame, but some people's animals do have YouTube channels that are doing much better than most of ours. Yeah. That is horrible.
Yeah, that is true. But, Well, this has been fun. I appreciate you having me. I appreciate you having me on. Keep doing what you're doing. I love people to have their own platform. I love it. You creating dialogue and entertainment. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. And we are grateful to you for taking up time of your busy schedule to come to the Lene Gray Show.
That's how we roll.
Absolutely. Thank you. You take care and have a beautiful, beautiful week. Bye-bye.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right, be in touch.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Where can I go back and watch?
Go to. I'll text it to you. I'll text it to you because it was acting up on Facebook.
Thank you.
All righty. Bye bye.
All right. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. All right. Can we go back to work?
He is hilarious. I gotta move over here. Okay. Is this good? You want me on which camera? Okay. So y'all, Zoom took our camera, so he can't center me, so I got to scoot all the way over. So that's what y'all see me over here doing. I want to thank everybody for watching the Lene Gray Show here on KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom, Kansas City's global community radio station. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget NSARS and NSWAT. Sean Edwards told us to rewatch the video so you can learn the movies that he suggested that are coming up and the new critics. Man, we got to start reviewers, because he doesn't like movie critics, film reviewers. We got to start supporting our own and making sure that they get the support and the attention and things like that they need. That's the reason why I had Sean Edwards on here, because he's known all over the world, and everybody, when you say the black man film critic, everybody, or black man movie critic, they instantly think Sean Edwards. So I want to thank Sean Edwards for taking time of his very, very, very busy schedule to come to the Lene Gray Show here on KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom. And we will see you all next Tuesday at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time here on KUAW. Take care. Have a blessed week.